alliance partners, the NPP and the NPF and JDU, they have started arriving in New Delhi in batches. That's what we are getting to know. And this development has come in the midst of intense speculations as to whether the Biren Singh government is going to tender its resignation soon in the days ahead. So that is the big breaking story from Manipur. MLAs belonging to the BJP and its alliance partners, the NPP, NPF and the JDU, they have started arriving in New Delhi in batches. The idea is to meet political leaders across the spectrum and tell them about whether they are going to support their demand for an integrated Manipur, or whether they are going to support those people who they allege are actually helping migrants from across the border in Myanmar. So this is the question. This is the issue with which they are going to meet BJP leaders and other NDA partners and make their views known, and they're going to come back to Imphal, and there is a pressure building on the ministers and MLAs from their respective constituencies as well as the frontal organizations as to their inability to resolve the Manipur burning issue in Manipur. So that is the big breaking story. There is speculation as to whether the Biren Singh government is going to tender its resignation, whether the Biren Singh government will resign. That is the big question.
Absolutely.
Now, Ronak.
Yes, sir.
Ronak.
Yes, Wasbir.
Let me also tell you that yesterday there was a meeting of all the NDA MLAs, NDA partners at the cabinet hall, at the state cabinet hall in Imphal. This was chaired by Chief Minister N. Biren Singh. And in that meeting also, it was decided that people have to once and for all, they want demanding the support of the central government in resolving the issue in Manipur, and they're also saying that if the central government does not support, then it becomes very untenable for the powers that be in the state to continue like this. The decision was that there has been intense pressure to the respective MLAs from their own constituencies, besides the frontal organizations, to either deliver or perish. So in this situation, the general consensus is that they will make one last trip to New Delhi, explain their point of view, come back and possibly resign. So this is the big development that is going on in Manipur.
Wasbir, at this point, in light of these big developments, can we say that the future of the N. Biren Singh government is unclear at this point, Wasbir?
Well, yes, the future of the Biren Singh government is definitely shaky at this point in time. It is uncertain. Uncertainty prevails, and there's a lot of mysterious developments taking place, like this group of NDA MLAs landing in New Delhi. And some of them are also planning to stage some kind of a dharna in Jantar Mantar, expressing their point of view. And a couple of days ago, the Chief Minister, accompanied by one of his cabinet colleagues, was on a secret mission to Guwahati, spent a night, and then instead of going to Delhi, went back to Imphal. And they are saying that this was their scheduled trip to Guwahati, and they cited personal reasons for having landed in Guwahati, then spent a night, and then returned back to Imphal. Now, as we know, the Union Home Minister Amit Shah has held several rounds of talks already. First round was with the Manipur Governor Anusuya Uike, and the very next day, a couple of days ago, he held talks with the security top brass in the country. And now he may also hold talks with the Chief Minister a couple of days later. But what we are getting to know, this is the big development. This takes place after that cabinet meeting that took place yesterday. All the NDA MLAs, not a cabinet meeting, I'm sorry, the member meeting of the NDA MLAs that took place at the cabinet hall in Imphal, chaired by the Chief Minister, and about which the Chief Minister has himself tweeted. And following this meeting, they took stock of the situation, and the general consensus was that there is pressure building up on each and every MLA as well as minister in Manipur from the people, from the frontal organizations and the constituency people, demanding an early resolution of the impasse, demanding that normality has to be restored in the state, so the deadlock needs to be broken. So there is a pressure, and as far as the Meiteis are concerned, they are talking about large-scale illegal influx from Myanmar, and this, of course, this contention has been rejected by the Kuki group.
Right. So, Wasbir, very interesting development. This, as independent MLA, Sapam Nishikant has broken his silence, stating that there has been flaws in the administration. So, clearly, the MLAs are now starting to speak out.
Absolutely. There are differences of opinion even within the MLAs on how the Biren Singh government is handling the situation. And Biren Singh, of course, is also at his wit's end, because apart from having that discussion with the security top brass and the state governor, there is not much action on the ground seen by the new central government. Of course, the central government is at the moment is in the process of settling down. That is also a process. We have to give the central government a few more days' time, but the intent, according to some of the MLAs, the intent is just not there. So therefore, what they are saying is they are waiting for a drastic, decisive move by the central government. And there was a time when everybody was expecting that the central government initiate some kind of a dialogue between the two warring factions at a neutral location, but that also doesn't seem to be moving at this point in time. But there is the Biren Singh government in the meantime getting discredited day by day, and the Jiribam situation has further escalated the situation of late. And that is the reason why these political developments are taking place. They're starting with the meeting of all the NDA MLAs at the Cabinet Hall in Imphal yesterday, about which the Chief Minister himself tweeted, and some of the NDA MLAs, at least a dozen of them, already landing in New Delhi. That comprises BJP, JDU, NPP and NPF MLAs. About a dozen of them have already arrived in the national capital, and more of the MLAs are to follow. Of course, the Chief Minister and Biren Singh is not among them who are scheduled to go to New Delhi just at this point in time.
Right. So, Wasbir Hussain, thank you very much for all those details at this point in time. So, indeed, the Biren Singh government is on shaky ground, and it remains to be seen if there is a drastic political development on the cards in Manipur in the days to come. For now, the big update is that NDA MLAs from Manipur are rushing to Delhi. So, what actually is waiting for them in Delhi? What kind of meetings will follow? These are some of the things that we are waiting to see what transpires. We will come to know, as the day progresses. But for now, these are some big political developments taking place as far as the situation in Manipur is concerned. And pressure, of course, also building on Chief Minister Biren Singh to restore normalcy in the state as soon as possible. All right, staying with Manipur, independent MLA from the Imphal Valley, Sapam Nishikant, today took a veiled dig at the Biren Singh government in the state, stating that there have been flaws in the administration. So, taking part in a mega peace rally